Rounds of thunderstorms on the way for your Saturday. Some of those may become severe. We'll have the threat breakdown coming up.
We're so grateful to everybody in the community who has shared their remembrances of Saladin.
A family is searching for answers after a 22-year-old man was murdered in Lexington last weekend.
A disturbing discovery just off of US 25 in rural Rockcastle County. Skeletal remains found, and now the question, who is it and how and why did they die?
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good evening. Enjoy tonight because we are in for a stormy Saturday here in the Bluegrass. More rounds of storms are expected to hit the area that could bring rain, wind, and flooding.
That is why we have declared a first alert severe weather day here at WKYT. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is tracking the severe weather on the First Alert Defender. Hi, Chris.
Hi, guys. And it's important to remind folks that this is coming in tomorrow, and especially tomorrow afternoon into the evening. We're just giving you as much heads up to the potential as we can. Right now, the severe weather threat is across parts of the Plain States. Big bowling ball area of low pressure that's just going to roll its way eastward into the Ohio Valley through tonight and especially into tomorrow. Severe weather breaking out ahead of this. Tornado warnings as far north as sections of northern Kansas as of right now. So you know when you're getting instability that far to the north with that warm front, that's my concern heading into the day tomorrow. That warm front's going to be draped right on top of Kentucky, and those are the warm fronts that can, in a setup like this, give a little extra spin to any storm that cranks up. What Defender is tracking now, some general run-of-the-mill showers into western Kentucky and parts of western Tennessee. That will arrive here later on tonight. Live First Alert Defender as of now, nothing going on. You have no problems from Mother Nature out there for your Friday evening, even into the overnight. We're in pretty good shape tonight. As we go toward your Saturday, though, rounds of showers, thunderstorms will roll into town. It is late tomorrow afternoon into the evening that we see the prime time for severe weather, with the potential for even some isolated tornadoes across parts of western and southern Kentucky. And with the heavy rains, guys, flash flooding is a possibility. When I come back in about 10 minutes, we're going to break this down in greater detail and show you a brand new hour-by-hour forecast.
Officials with the Rolex three-day event are keeping a close eye on the weather. The cross-country events will begin about 9:45 in the morning. Those events will be spread throughout the day and across the grounds at the horse park, with all of those events being held outside and the risk of these strong storms to severe storms in the forecast. Organizers say their main goal is to keep everyone safe.
We have a crisis management team that has already designated shelters to send people. The technical delegate that runs the course would use, at his discretion or her discretion, would suspend the event. At that point, we would ask the spectators to please shelter. There are 3 or 4 different places on the horse park that are set up as shelters.
Organizers say if there is lightning, they'll put their emergency plan into place.
His family says he was a kind and a loving person. 22-year-old Salahuddin Jitmud's life came to a tragic end when he was stabbed to death last weekend in Lexington. Police are still searching for suspects in this case. Tonight, for the first time, Jitmud's family is talking to us about this devastating loss. As our Monique Blair found out, all they're asking for is closure. She has our top story at 6.
Hi, I'm Salahuddin Jitmud. I'm 5'3".
Devoted, unassuming, compassionate. All adjectives Salahuddin's family and friends used to describe the young man who was found stabbed to death Sunday night.
We met this morning with the mayor and the chief of police. We are so grateful for the resources they're devoting to investigating this tragedy that has devastated our family.
Jitmud's family members wanted to get to the bottom of where the investigation stands.
It is currently still being reviewed with the evidence that we have. We are very encouraged. Our information with the family we're sharing with them so that they can feel comfortable with it.
Now today I also spoke with Chief Bernard about the speculation I told you about earlier this week from local religious leaders worrying that this murder may have been the cause of a hate crime.
There are some indications from, the incident itself that it might be a hate crime.
Chief Barnard says it's just simply too early in the investigation to tell whether or not Jitmud's murder was a hate crime.
We're so grateful to everybody in the community who has shared their remembrances of Saladin and has just poured love and support on our family during this time.
And now as Jitmud's family waits for police to make a break in the case,
I'll see you around.
They will continue to honor and remember the 22-year-old aspiring actor. In Lexington, Monique Blair, WKYT.
And you can find a link to the full video of the tribute to him on our website. It's at WKYT.com.
It was a disturbing discovery in southern Kentucky. A death investigation is underway after police say someone came across human remains. State police say the man found bones and clothing near a creek off U.S. Highway 25 just south of Mount Vernon. And as WKYT's Phil Pendleton found out, police believe the remains have been there for a while.
A man hunting mushrooms stumbled across bones Thursday night.
Partial skeletal remains scattered throughout the area within a probably 150 foot area.
Leading quite a few investigators to comb the area Friday, looking for what else they could find.
The skull was located.
They also found some tattered clothing, but not enough bones to tell if it was a man or a woman, the age, or even how or where the person died.
We don't know where it come from. Don't know if anybody's missing.
This man says he knows of no one missing from Rockcastle County.
A little bit of everything is going through my mind, and the next thing come to my mind was that girl that was missing in Berea over there.
State police say it's too early to speculate on the possibility of it being Brooklyn farthing.
At this point right now, I can't say for sure, but we don't think so at this point in the investigation, but we just don't know for sure.
Police say dental records should be helpful, and they're confident they'll know who the person is and how they died within several weeks. In Rockcastle County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Well, police believe the remains have been in that area for more than a year, possibly two.
A Lexington woman convicted of killing her boyfriend will soon learn how long she'll spend in prison. Today, a jury recommended a 40-year sentence for Shayna Hubers. Hubers was found guilty yesterday for the murder of her boyfriend, Ryan Poston. She admitted she shot and killed Poston in his Highland Heights home in October of 2012, but she claimed it was self-defense. She could still receive life in prison if a judge makes a final ruling. A final sentence is expected in 4 to 6 weeks. We're learning some new details tonight about one of the suspects charged in the murder of a University of Kentucky student. 20-year-old Efren Diaz is charged with murder and robbery in the death of Jonathan Kruger. Diaz was in court today, but not for those charges. Today he answered to a judge for failing to appear on a drug charge from last year. He also faces a burglary charge from this year. Diaz was out on bond on that charge at the time of Jonathan Kruger's murder.
A man charged for a murder in Lexington took a plea deal today, but he won't spend much time in prison. Lazarus Parker was scheduled to stand trial Monday on murder and contempt of court. Instead, he admitted to reckless homicide in the 2012 shooting death of Brian Hodge. The contempt of court charge was dismissed. Parker was sentenced to 1 year in prison. An inmate on the run for more than 40 years is back behind bars. Deputies say David Moore was wanted out of North Carolina. He'd been living in Franklin County for more than 4 decades, but decided to turn himself in earlier this week. Today, he was taken back to North Carolina.
The Capitol in Frankfurt had to be evacuated this morning after a fire alarm went off. The fire alarm went off about 10:45 this morning. Police have not said if Governor Beshear was in the building at the time. Firefighters searched the building but didn't find any fire. The building reopened after about 15 minutes. She survived a life-threatening illness. A Jessamine County teacher lost both her feet and legs last year. Sean Carlstead has been fighting to return to the classroom, and tonight we're learning that she'll make it back just in time for the end of the school year. Our Mike Linden talked to her about her recovery in a story that's new at 6.
Sean Carlstead is a second-grade teacher at Rosenwald Dunbar Elementary School in Nicholasville. Earlier this August, the school year didn't start off as planned.
I had a melanoma, and so I had to have that removed, and then it's like after the melanoma surgery, I just didn't feel right.
Carlstead's blood pressure dropped dangerously low, and she fell into a coma for 2 weeks. What came next was a surprise to her and her family.
And when I came out, the medication that they gave me put the blood mostly to my organs, so therefore it left my appendages. And then about a week or so after I came out, they told me that I would probably lose my hands and my feet.
Following surgery to remove both hands and legs, Carlstead went into physical therapy. She says despite the odds against her, her goal was clear.
When I was in rehab, it was like, tell me the hoops. All right, tell me, well, you'll be in here 2 weeks. Well, I don't think so. Tell me what I have to do to get out in a week. And I'm a goal-oriented person, and my goal was to get back to school.
Earlier this month, Carlstead returned to school.
I kind of refused to let whatever happened take this school year completely away from me. So I told my principal, I want to come back after spring break. I don't care where you put me. I'll do whatever you want, but I have to get up in the morning and come here. And I have to end my day here.
She says through all the surgery, rehab, medication, and struggle she's been through, school has been the best medicine.
It's been so healing. I mean, my friends at school are like, I can see you getting stronger every day, just, you know, from walking your miles in the school. So, yeah, it's like I'm a new woman, but I'm back to me, who I am.
Carlstead plans to be back at work full-time for next school year. In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
What an awesome woman. Carlstead and her daughter plan to launch a blog this summer to provide support to people who lose their limbs. She says she wants to make a difference any way she can, and I think she just did.
Lexington Dentist Office is making sure veterans get the dental help they need.
The Aspen Dental Mouth Mobile rolled into town today as part of the Health Mouth Movement. Dentists provided free dental care to veterans.
If you see what I see every day, people struggle getting into the dental office, whether it's finances, it's insurance, it's time getting in here. We figure that we would devote ourselves to people, especially veterans, and devote ourselves opening our doors and devoting a whole day to dental care.
Very impressive, because they say more than 150 million Americans did not visit the dentist last year. A group of hair salons and stylists is mixing fashion and fun while raising money to help clean up local creeks and streams. This event is called Fash Bash. Organizers hope to raise $7,000 in an effort to clean up central Kentucky waterways. Organizers say it's all about caring for the world we live in and the environment.
So Aveda has been working with Kentucky Waterways Alliance for about 7 years now, and we've really noticed a benefit in the waterways and the cleanliness of it, so we'd like to continue to contribute to them.
The Fash Bash is Sunday night from 6 to 10. It will be at Trust Lounge in downtown Lexington.
How about this? A new pub crawler will soon roll into downtown Lexington. The Thirsty Peddler is a bicycle that takes customers to different bars around town. The device was originally created in Amsterdam and sits up to 15 people, and leaders say the customers get to map the route.
We let the customers decide, so we give them some options and they tell us the 3 bars they want to go to.
Peddler is looking to hire drivers. Leaders say it pays $12 an hour plus tips. Watch out, here it comes, right?
When we were in Indianapolis for the Final Four, I saw one of these, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at that. They're pedaling
everywhere
and drinking.
Yep.